Boop, boop, boop. Everybody outside when I pull up outside all night.
Hey guys and gals, it's Aparna, and today I'm going to give you advice for incoming freshmen who are going to Stanford or basically any other college or university. This advice will help you no matter what college you're going to, whether that's community college or Harvard. So I hope you guys like these tips. Let me know if they worked for you, and yeah, let's get started. So tip number 1 is do not pack a lot of clothes. When I started my freshman year, I was like, I'm gonna look good every single day, and I packed so much clothes, but I didn't even wear like half of them. So this time when you're packing, make sure you don't pack a lot of clothes, because the reality of the situation is that you'll wake up 15 minutes before your class, brush your teeth, roll out in your sweats, and just that's it. That's basically it. So tip number 2 is do not buy new textbooks unless it is absolutely necessary. At Stanford, we have a Facebook group called Stanford Free and For Sale, and depending on what college you go to, there's probably also a Facebook page where upperclassmen and other students just sell to people in the community. So I've been able to buy textbooks and borrow textbooks from upperclassmen for free or for very little money than the $200 textbook I should have bought. So this helps you save money, and knowing that you're a college kid, you need all that money. Tip number 3 is about choosing classes. So in Stanford in particular, freshmen are the last people to choose their classes. Upperclassmen, we get to choose right away, but sadly the freshmen don't. So for advice on choosing classes, make sure when you find out when the enrollment date opens, you're there on your computer, everything is loaded, and that you're able to pounce on it right away, because there are some classes at Stanford particularly like wine tasting and social dance and sleep study that goes away really quickly, because these classes are so cool. And of course everyone wants to go wine tasting in Napa Valley. To go along with that when it comes to classes is that pick classes that take you off campus. These classes help you explore the area that you're already in, and you get to know the professor and the students a bit more personally than you would learn on campus. I had the good fortune to take, I think, 2 or 3 classes that helped me get off of campus. So we went down to Big Sur, and I also went down to Monterey where I went whale watching for a John Steinbeck class about literature and biology. Tip number 5 is about making friends. Be sure to make friends in your dorm and outside of your dorm, because I know you are going to attach yourself to the people in your dorm right away because you guys live together. But also you have to learn that there are other people outside of your dorm, and there are other people from different communities and different lives, and you should go out and meet them as well, because networking is key. That's the next tip. Network. I cannot tell you how many times I've been able to learn about a cool opportunity, about a cool grant or a cool class by talking to upperclassmen and other students who were not in my dorm. Like, that was friggin' amazing. But this is about money, and this is something that a lot of people have told me, and I personally very much agree, is to keep applying for scholarships and grants, because you may have done that to get into college, but you still need money when you're in college. Definitely keep looking out for those opportunities, and let me tell you, Stanford has so much money. They are basically looking for ways to give out their money because they have so much. So there's always grants coming on, there's always competitions going on campus, there's always opportunities to get money. So go on the lookout. So say you take a class, I know a couple of people who failed a class even at Stanford or at other colleges, and they just retook them and did better than that the next time, and that's totally fine. You do not have to be perfect when it comes to college, because employers don't really care about your GPA, really. They care more so about the skills you have and internships you've been doing and all that kind of stuff. So that's what you should be really focusing on, and not so much on your grade, but you know, still try to do well in school, kind of. Now when it comes to joining clubs, join clubs early, because then you will be able to have a head start. You already know the people who are in there, and you won't feel as disoriented if you join the club in the middle of the school year when everyone already knows each other, you might be the outsider and it's going to be a little more difficult. So say for the Stanford Daily where I've been at, I was able to join the Graduate Student Life Bee as a lowly staff writer, and now 1 year later I am managing editor of multimedia, and I was there at the very beginning of freshman year. And so if you put in time and hard work into these clubs, then you will get a great outcome. Next tip is very important, and I feel like a lot of people overlook this, but it is take care of your mental health. If you are breaking your back and you're staying up until 3 a.m. every single night trying to do homework, you are doing something wrong, my friends. You probably are overdoing yourself. You're probably taking too many classes that you can handle, and sometimes it's okay to say, you know, I can't handle this. It's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of deficiency in intelligence. It just means that you're human, you're a person, and you can't do everything all at once, and that, my friend, is okay. So take classes, take it easy, and especially during freshman year, especially during fall quarter. And I know this because a lot of freshmen at Stanford during fall quarter try to overreach themselves and take 20 units, take the max amount of units, and let me tell you, it doesn't work. Freshman year goes by so quickly, and you do not want to be inside of your dorm crying over your piece set of chemistry or CS 106 and, you know, rather be outside in the California sunshine enjoying your swim at Lake Log. And speaking about Lake Log, you should try to swim in it before it is dry again. During the winter of last year, it rained a lot and the lake became full again, and lots of people went swimming, and then Stanford banned it, and I kind of wish I kind of went swimming, and I also kind of wish that I knew how to swim. So know that you are enough. And this is something that I feel is called the Impostor Syndrome, and that's something a lot of freshmen feel when you stepped into Stanford. I know I felt it. You know, they have done so many amazing things and have met so many amazing people, and you feel like, what am I doing here? I've done nothing compared to them. And let me just tell you, you are enough. There's a reason you're there on that campus. Admission officers saw something in you, and they gave you that slim chance of getting into a university that's so hard to get in. So you're there for a reason. And usually, admission officers don't make mistakes unless it's, you know, Brock Turner. Now, when it comes to professors, do not be afraid of them. I know I felt very afraid of some of these professors because they're Pulitzer Prize winners or Nobel laureates, and you're just like, what? And so you feel kind of intimidated to talk to them, but they are normal people. If you don't understand the concept that they're saying, I will bet you there are other students who don't understand either, but none of them are brave enough to raise their hand and say, yo, I do not understand what is going on. So take that opportunity and take that courage to say, hey, dude, I don't understand what you're saying. Can you repeat that or simplify that? Another thing, this I guess is going to be my last tip, and this is whether you're at Stanford or at any college, and that is to go exploring. I've always been on the East Coast all my life, and then I came to the West Coast, and it was a whole different world, and being able to explore that world really helped me understand life there and understand how I could possibly live there, because they say once you go to California, you never want to go back, and it is true. So I guess those are all the tips that I kind of have. Tips that I've made myself and tips that I've gathered from other friends and peers. Make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you haven't. And also, I'm going to be in Toronto next week, so if you guys know any cool places to see or cool places that I should hang out, definitely comment it down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Stay spirited.